The Green Goblin is back after the events of last issue, and he's flying straight into attack mode. When Spidey pulls him from his glider with webbing, the Green Goblin pulls a pin in a grenade, releasing a hallucinogenic gas, and suddenly Spider-Man is seeing 4 goblins. Only one of them can punch him in the face though. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue 97, In the Grip of the Goblin. The Green Goblin flees out into the night, with full knowledge of who Spider-Man is, and so Spidey races to stop him. He's knocked down by goblin boomerangs, dodges explosives, and is able to web onto Goblin's glider, but the Green Goblin cuts him loose in the air and stuns him with a grenade, and Spider-Man falls. Fortunately, he webs to a building and swings up to the Green Goblin once more, landing on the Goblin's shoulders. He tries to reason with Norman. He's not his enemy, but the Goblin shoots him in the face with a sparkler spray, and Spidey tumbles, hiding under a ledge while still dazed, so that the Goblin thinks that he's dead. But Spider-Man has to stop the Goblin, because he knows Spidey's secret identity. But since the Goblin thinks him dead, Peter has time to think, and so he thinks about Gwen, like always, and heads home. At his apartment, he's greeted by a jealous Harry, who is angry that Mary Jane only had eyes for Peter before her show. Peter reassures his friend that there's nothing to worry about, that they mean nothing to each other, and then notices how shaky Harry is. Harry necks some pills, he just needs them to sleep, and before Peter can worry about how many pills he actually took, Harry passes out on his bed. And so Peter just worries about his friend, who has everything going for him, but still relies on drugs to cope. The next day, things get worse when Peter and Harry arrive at college and find Mary Jane greeting them. She gives Harry, her boyfriend, a cursory hello before grabbing Peter by the arm and flirting with him. Peter admonishes her. She knows how Harry feels about her, but Harry has already left. Away from the crowd, Harry is approached by a stranger who offers him the perfect thing to help him forget about Mary Jane and make him feel like the king of the world. Some more pills. And Harry agrees, but this is the first and last time. He's not going to get hooked. Unaware of his friend's buying habits, Peter Spider-Mans up and swings through the city looking for Norman Osborn. He shows up at Osborn's company where he now works and pretends that he needs to report to Norman. But the secretary confirms that Norman hasn't shown up, that he hasn't been seen since Sunday. And that's when Peter realizes what a mistake this was. That if she now tells Norman that he showed up, that Norman will know that he's not dead. Meanwhile, and back on campus, Harry Osborn is high and happy and catches up to Mary Jane. He tells MJ that he forgives her, but she doesn't think that she needs forgiving. When Harry asks MJ if she's still his girl, right? She says no. She's nobody's girl but her own. Harry's good for a few laughs, but he shouldn't let it get to his head. She's breaking up with him, and Harry blames Peter. He heads back to his apartment and confronts Peter, angry and telling him to get out before changing his mind, becoming nervous and telling Peter that he doesn't know what he means, doesn't know what to do. Peter tries to get Harry to see a doctor, but Harry says he doesn't need one. He just needs some more pills and to lie down. But as Peter swings around as Spider-Man, continuing the search for Norman, Harry doesn't feel right. He feels like he's drowning, falling, dying. It must be the pills. They're driving him out of his mind. And so when Peter returns home, he finds Harry overdosing on his bed, sweating and delirious. But before Peter can call for help, he hears laughter outside. Laughter that he recognizes. It's the Green Goblin, and he's come to fight Peter. Thanks for watching and joining me on this journey to read every Spider-Man comic ever. There are new recaps every Thursday or extra ones if you sign up to Patreon. Next week, The Thing runs amok. But until that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. As with last issue, and the next, this issue ran without the Comic Code Authority's approval because of its portrayal of drugs. Also, certain pages were inked by John Romita, credited as Emeritus, an honorary title given to a person who has retired from a position.